Greetings, brave Niblings. I'm Eklinaar.
And I'm Cowardlyninja.
All right, we are playing Demeo today.
Yes.
So Demeo was originally a VR game that was supposed to simulate the experience of playing a board game in someone's basement in the 80s. Which is
that's accurate.
Quite the concept. And it was so popular that they ported it to just regular PC without VR and to PlayStation.
Oh, it's on PlayStation.
Yeah, it's on PlayStation. Okay, so I am creating a game Ninja and I are going to play privately. Okay, room code 9702. So,
thank you.
So the game is supposed to play out very much like it's a dungeon crawler. So there are a lot of board games that play very similarly to this. The big example being Hero Quest. So the idea is we play 4 heroes, and this is our selection screen here, where we can pick from 7. And we play 4 of these heroes, and we go on a dungeon crawl through a dungeon of 3 levels. So you've got little descriptions of each character. So Sigrun is a big armored champion with a shield and spear.
Staff is ready.
Zedokar is a sorcerer. Casts very powerful spells.
I'm ready.
Eileen is an archer.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
As satisfactory as a silent kill.
Kai is a stealthy character. Oh, and canonically ambiguous gendered.
Oh.
Yeah, read the description. I actually never caught that before.
I never knew this.
Yeah, canonically ambiguously gendered.
How did we not know this? Kai is like the most non-binary name of non-binary people.
It really is, yeah.
How many Kais that are non-binary?
Oh, I know.
Or just generally.
Oh, yeah. I know several.
Ambiguous gender.
Yeah, I know several non-binary people named Kai.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well.
So, Molthas is a bard, basically. Casts magic through songs, yeah.
My blade
Oana is a warlock. And
I'll need her later.
she has a companion, which it says here is an Asta cat.
Asta cat. Kana's the best.
Yeah.
I love Kana.
And then
I hope
Urok
you don't fear pain.
is a barbarian.
Very good name.
Well, they don't actually say barbarian. He's a gladiator. Yeah.
Yeah. They all play a little differently.
Yep. So they all play a little differently, and they're all playing off of classic fantasy tropes.
Ready for battle.
Okay. So, so 2 of us will be playing. There's only 2 of us playing, right? So each of us will be playing 2 characters.
Yes.
Okay. So I think I'm going to do Zedokar first. Because Zedokar can do some interesting stuff.
We've played this game before together.
There's a very particular reason we're picking characters in the order we're picking them, because their turns are in the order we're selecting them.
Yes.
And we're not really going to go too much into detail right now. We'll go into detail as we play. All right, so I'm going to do...
We've got our dream squad, our dream team, and we're going to be playing with those today.
Yes. Okay, so I'll do Zedokar and then Sigrun. And then Ninja, you pick 2 characters. It's put me in the lobby already.
All right. I will pick...
Yeah, go ahead and say who you're picking.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of order.
Yeah. Well, while you're doing
I'll-
that, I'm going to show the table here.
Yeah, go for
So, like I said, the game is supposed to be a simulation of playing a board game in kind of an 80s style. And on computer, you mostly just look at the board. But remember, this is a VR game, so you're supposed to be able to look all around you. And there's a key to free look. And you can see you're actually in a basement. And it looks very 80s. There's a dartboard. There's an acoustic guitar. That's, pretty normal so far. But then there's this floor lamp. And a computer that is very clearly a computer from the early 80s. Probably something similar to a Commodore. There are posters on the wall. There's a boombox that definitely is from the 80s. There are some games up here. There's Catacombs and Demons. Blast On. I think these are all supposed to be references to some games that I don't even get all the references. I mean, Catacombs and Demons. We know what that
Demons
is. That's
seems
Dungeons
very
and
clear
Dragons,
there.
There's a very 80s looking telescope. Crypt Quest, which I think is supposed to be a reference to Hero Quest. Dwellers, which I'm not familiar with. There's a very 80s looking TV and an Atari below it. There are more board games, action figures, more posters. And then the adventure book itself, there are 5 adventure books that you can play in Demeo. Each one is a different dungeon with 3 levels. The one we're playing is the first one, the Black Sarcophagus. And the style that these adventure books are done in is very deliberately made to look like original D&D adventure modules.
Love it.
Like, not even first edition, like original edition, which is before first edition. So
someone had a very specific aesthetic in mind, and then they
Yes.
ran with it, and they nailed it and made a really fun game, which we will
Yes.
show more of. But
Yeah.
that's my opinion.
All right, so here I'm going to show you the figures. I'm zooming in. You've got Zedokar here in the wizard robes with a big staff and a scroll holster.
Scroll holster.
It's Sigrun in her big armor and spear. Got Eileen
Yep.
in a helmet and with the bow, ready to go to battle. It looks like a little deer skull belt.
It's pretty cool.
And then Kai here in the
just hanging
Plague
out.
Doctor mask with what I assume are smoke bombs.
There's
Or
something.
poison bombs, on the belt. And daggers. So you may notice the floor is in a grid. So the characters move around in a grid. You can see the stats for each character by hovering over their figures. The stats will be slightly different. They're pretty similar for every character, but notice the attack on Zedokar is only 2, whereas on the others it's 3. Sigrun has a crit attack of 6, and Kai has a crit attack of 8, whereas Eileen's crit attack is only 5. And they all have the same movement. So basically you have 2 actions for each character. You'll see these diamonds to the left of their portrait on the top left of the screen. That's how many actions they have left. They're blue when they're available, and they're black when they've been used. And then all of your powers are based on cards. And you'll draw more cards as the game progresses. And each character has some cards unique to them, and then there are some cards that every character can get. And the cards that every character can get mainly are items, like potions.
Yep.
So we're just in a little lobby here. So let's go ahead and move to the first level. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So that's the door to the first
Elven
level.
catacombs greet you with a distant wail of despair. You steel yourselves and make ready to seek out the evil nemesis residing below.
Gotta let the narration go.
Oh yeah. Well, the narration is very epic
Yes.
and fun. So
Yes.
love the voice actor. Good job.
Yes, yeah, the voice actor who's playing the game master kind of role did a really good job. So now you can see the whole level. So you can see the entire level, but we don't know what's in all these other rooms.
Yep.
And we will move around, and we get to the second level by finding a door, much like the door that was in the lobby. Alright, so there's some gold on the floor here.
I see it.
And I can draw on the map to give you an idea of what's going on. You know, to show you what I'm pointing at, right?
Very helpful.
Other players can see that. Yeah, Ninja's doing the blue circles there. So I'm going to move Zedokar onto that gold, and we all pick up the gold. And that'll come up later, what we actually use the gold for. There's some more gold down here.
Do you want to explain how you're moving your character? I think it's really cute.
Well, you can see it on the video. I'm just clicking on the figure and dragging the figure around.
It's adorable. In the VR version,
so you can see it a little better.
You can like literally take it with your hand and move the little characters as if you were playing it in real life. And I think that's just like such a little but fun touch.
It's pretty
that
cool.
They decided to do. Mm-hmm.
So, as you can see, I spent both my action points for Zedokar moving. You can spend your action points. There's no restriction on what you do with your action points. You just most things cost an action point to do. You can spend both your action points moving. You can spend both of them playing cards. Whatever you want. So, so Zedokar's turn is over. It's now Sigrun's turn. I'm going to move Sigrun pretty far up and see if I see anything in this hallway here. And I sure do. There are a bunch of monsters. So you see, we couldn't see them until one of our characters had line of sight on these monsters. Line of sight is a very important mechanic in this game. You have to actually, and you can actually move your camera, zoom your camera in far enough to actually get an idea of what line of sight. You have to be able to draw a line from the character to other tiles to be able to see them. And if you can't do that, then you can't see what's on those tiles. And so there could be monsters and you wouldn't know. Okay.
Yeah. It's helpful in this level in particular because you can kind of see that what's seen is highlighted and then what's not seen is still blacked out or grayed out.
Yeah. So all these different monsters, I can mouse over them to get their stats as well. You know, some of them do very little damage, like these spiders, and the hound only do 2 damage, whereas the Madden does 6 damage. And I'll show the figures a little more. The dog is creepy. It's like an undead dog. It's all like a skeleton.
It's cute.
Yeah. Here's an archer. There's a big spider. There's a goblin fighter. There's another Madden. There's 2 Maddens. That's a lot. And then there's other stuff in the map too. So there's more coins. There's the slimeling. There are these spider eggs. So the spider eggs don't do anything unless you deal damage to them, and then they hatch into spiders.
Not super fun.
Yeah. There's also an ice
Not
lamp.
especially when you've got this many enemies on the board already.
Yeah. There's also these lamps, ice lamp and oil lamp, which explode if you deal damage to them.
Indeed.
So we'll go into that more later too. All right. So it's Kai's turn.
Yep. I'm going to move Kai over to maybe just grab these coins.
Sure.
Since he can't do anything right now.
Yeah.
Or they can't do anything right now, I should be saying. And then I'll have Eileen, since she's an archer, kind of get into a position here to...
Sounds good.
Maybe do some archery.
So once Eileen's turn is over, it's the enemy's
What do
turn.
fiends do?
So you can see they're all moving. The slime, you can see, leaves slimed tiles behind when it moves. And so almost all of these are melee characters except for the archer. So the archer shot Sigrun. Now, you may notice Sigrun's hit points are still at 10 of 10. That's because Sigrun has this unique mechanic called armor, where armor takes damage first before hit points. And Sigrun can restore her armor, whereas hit points are a little harder to restore than armor is. So
Yes.
okay, so it is now Zedokar's turn. So now you don't have to play cards in order to attack. Every character also has a basic attack that you activate by moving your base plate, because, you know, like little miniature games in real life, all of these characters have these little base plates, right? You move your character's base plate in contact with an enemy's base plate, and you'll do your standard melee attack. So now Zedokar can't see anything. I want to move Zedokar up. So I'm going to have Zedokar move up and do their basic attack at the same time on this hound. And that's just one action point to move and do your basic attack.
Yes,
So-
that's the nice thing about the basic attack.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to attack this hound. And so
Punch!
I've initiated the attack, and you notice there's this die has appeared. Now this is a 12-sided die, and I can move around and see the different sides. So most of the sides have a single sword, which is a normal hit. The skull is a miss, and misses are really bad in this game. We'll show you more about how misses work. And I think there are maybe 2 sides have the... I'm not sure how many. 2, maybe 3 have the double sword. That's a critical hit. Each card says on it what a critical hit does, right? The 1 sword is a normal hit. The 2 sword is a critical hit. So, alright, so I'm going to roll my die and see what result I got. I got a critical hit.
Nice. Oh, epic wizard punch.
Yeah, so I killed it. Alright, and we got that Madden to panic, which is really good because
Oh, that's excellent.
Maddens are dangerous. I actually didn't realize Maddens could panic. I'd forgotten.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Some things are sort of too strong to panic, right?
Yeah,
So,
I thought I'd remembered Maddens being too strong to panic. Alright,
Hey,
so I still
we'll
have...
take it.
Yeah. So I still have 1 action point on Zedokar. So now I have these spells like Fireball and Freeze. This is the kind of stuff Zedokar can cast, is these big, high damage elemental spells, like very powerful. But what I'm going to hold on to those for now. What I'm going to cast is Zap. And now you may notice Zap has this this arrow circle at the bottom, which means the card stays in his hand after he uses it. Whereas these other cards that don't have it, if you use those cards, you use up the card and you discard it. So I'm going to use Zap because I don't think I really need to Fireball anything yet. Because we can really kind of manage this group, I think, with some clever tactics.
Agreed.
So I'm going to Zap the Archer, and the Zap card, as you can see, stuns the character. That Archer does a lot of damage, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think prioritize that
Lightning
archer.
to me!
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think stunning it is going to be a good move. Alright, so now it's Sigrun's turn.
The tank, our
Yep.
resident tank.
So Sigrun gets abilities like Whirlwind Attack and Piercing Throw, which are spear moves. But Sigrun's special ability that stays in her hand is Repair Armor, which fills up her armor bar again. So first I'm going to move up and attack the Slimeling and kill it because it only has 3 hit points.
If
Well,
you don't miss.
if I hit. So I did a regular hit. 3 damage, which kills it. And then I'm going to repair armor.
Armor repairs complete.
And so my armor is full again. And so that's why Sigrun is such a good tank, because she can fill up her armor bar every turn. If she has to spend an action to do it, but it is often worth it. Okay.
Yeah, because it refills your whole thing. You could have just one armor gone or all your armor gone, and your repair armor will just fill it entirely.
Yep, it fills it back up to 5. All right, it is
Super.
Kai's turn.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to move them up. I can't do much from here. I can sort of move up to where Sigrun is, actually, like this line.
Yeah.
But moving up also opens me up to being vulnerable to attacks by all these melee characters. So I may just kind of sit in this corner. Alternatively, Kai has, as their special ability, sneak. So basically going into stealth mode. I could also do that and move around later.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts, resident tactician owner of this YouTube account?
I think moving up behind Sigrun is a good idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. Sounds good. I will do that and stay put. Alright, Eileen. Eileen is awesome because she is mostly a ranged character. So as long as she has line of sight on anything, she can hit anything. It could be across the map, and if she can see it, she can get it. So
yeah, she's
I've
great.
got my pick here of things. So some options. Eileen could sort of hit like 2 little characters and probably take them out entirely, because her arrows, or her replenishing arrows, do 3 damage. Normally.
Yeah.
Or I could start wailing on this Madden back here. What do you think?
I think killing some of the weaker stuff is a good idea.
Alright, I'm inclined to agree. So I will try aiming for this spider. And you'll see my die is different. You unlock more as you go.
You're really shaking that die around. Oh,
I shouldn't have done it.
So now we get to demonstrate what a miss does. So a miss spins your character around, and then they target a random tile. And in that case, she targeted this empty tile here. So she attacked this empty tile. Nothing was there. Nothing happened with that attack. It's just a waste of the action point. Now, if she had targeted a tile with one of her allies in it, she would have hit her ally, and done damage. Now, misses can also still end up hitting an enemy. Probably not the one you targeted, but sometimes it works out.
It's sort of chaos, right? It's the chaos.
Yes. Yes, missing is a chaotic result.
Indeed.
All right, well, you've got one more action point.
I do. I'm going to try that again. See if I can get that spider again.
Okay.
Woo!
Just like time.
This game is really cool. I really like it.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's very simple, which I appreciate, so you can kind of go through it relatively quickly. And learn it pretty quickly, too.
Yep. Goblin missed.
What should I do?
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Okay, so... So we've got this Madden doing a build-up, which I assume is a big attack of some sort.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah. Let's see. Zedokar could punch something. Zedokar could punch the spider and kill it.
Oh, he could?
Yeah, because Zedokar only does 2 damage on a punch. But the spider only has 2 hit points. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get these gold coins at the same time by moving on the tile with the gold coins and punch that spider.
Good tactics. Beautiful.
You dare fight me?
All right. And then I think I'm going to zap something. So I should probably zap either the Madden or the Archer. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because, like, the Madden is building up, and I think that the build-up will be available for them to use on the enemy's turn, like, after
That's my
round.
guess, yeah.
So, not a big fan.
Yeah.
And it you know what? They do more damage than the Archer does, so I think I'd prioritize them.
Okay. It'll stun the Madden.
I will strike you down.
All right.
I love their
stun.
little lines. So dramatic.
Okay. Sigrun can attack the Hound or the Madden.
Or the... Oh, you can't reach the Archer?
Can't reach the Archer. Or the Fighter, I suppose. But I think it'd be more useful to move Sigrun farther up.
I agree. Well, if you attacked the Hound, then you will have moved up, and you could then either finish it off or...
I'm going to repair armor.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
In fact, I'm...
Armor
Go ahead
repairs
and do
complete.
that.
Yep.
So what do you think, the Hound or the Madden?
I think maybe the Hound.
Okay.
Because the Madden's okay for now.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
So much for that.
You tried your best.
I tried.
Okay. So I can go for the Hound.
Yeah,
with
you can
Kai.
reach the Hound. Go for it.
I can, and the nice thing is the Hound is facing away from me.
Yes.
If I go
So-
here, which is a great time to demonstrate
Yeah.
a unique ability of Kai's, which is a backstab.
Yep, Kai is the only character who can backstab.
Aha!
What a juicy jugular.
So you may have
Yep.
noticed that Kai's regular attack is 3, but I did 5. Backstab gives me +2, which is very strong. So each of the, everybody actually, not just the enemies, us too, on the base plates, like, you can tell which way the character is facing.
Yeah. There's always an indicator on the base plate.
Yes.
There's like a little colored corner of
Yes.
the base plate. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you can tell easily, like you can tell which way this archer is facing, right?
Yeah.
But some enemies, like you saw a slime earlier, it's like, well, what's the front of the slime? I don't remember.
Yeah.
It'll tell you on the base plate.
Yeah, it's harder to
Right.
tell in the slimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
you can backstab from the 3 tiles behind it. So like on this Madden, these 3 tiles are behind it,
yes.
right? On this Madden here, it's facing this tile, the gold.
Yep.
So that means these 3 tiles are behind it. So those are the tiles you need to be in to backstab one of those creatures.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so
All right.
you're set up to backstab someone else now.
Well, the only one I can backstab right now, actually, is this fighter back here.
Oh,
Because
you can't-
these are blocking my way of going through.
Oh, you can't go that way?
can't.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the fighter
I mean,
only
I
has 3
can
hit
do a
points.
regular attack, but if I can start trying
Yeah.
to take these down a bit, but I could just take out the fighter.
Sure.
What do you think?
Go for it.
All right, I'll do this.
A
Excellent.
sweet kiss.
All right.
Oh ho!
Yep, got another panic on the Madden.
Love to see it. Okay, I think I'm going to prioritize the archer, because they are kind of not good news.
Go for it. Yeah, plus the Maddens can't act this turn. Both of them are panicked.
I'm not sure if that panic will wear off when it's their turn.
I don't think it wears off until the end of the round.
You don't think so? Okay.
Yeah, I think they both lose their turn.
Well, sounds good to me if that's true.
A little to the
Okay, and I'll do that again. I want to save sort of my fancy cards.
Fine.
Ooh, a crit. Nice. Yeah, I want to save my fancy cards for some fancier enemies.
What to do?
All right, good. So it attacked Sigrun, which is what I was hoping it would do. Okay, so we've got the Madden in the back is no longer panicked. This one in the front still is. So I'm going to try zapping that Madden in the back so that it's stunned.
I call lightning!
Alright, so it's stunned. And then I'm going to come up and punch this one.
Oh.
I mean, I may as well.
Love Punch Wizard. I just love it because he just does like a little weak, like, whack.
Yeah.
It's great. We love it.
So, okay, so again, neither of the Maddens will act on this turn. One of them's stunned, one of them's panicked.
Love it.
So I'm just going to finish off the archer.
Yes. Yeah.
For the king!
Okay, and I revealed a slimeling back in this other room.
As well as our first point of interest.
Yep. So we've revealed. So these glowing blue diamonds are points of interest. And we revealed one. It's a treasure chest, which is what most of them will be.
Yes.
Most of them are treasure chests. There are a couple of other rare things they can be, and one of them will be the exit to the next level. All right, I'm going to repair my armor.
Armor repairs complete.
All right, Kai can now come backstab this Madden. So that's
Yeah,
what we're gonna
do
go
it.
into. Well, pow.
Oh,
And
yeah.
one more time. Yeah, love it.
Good
I'll
job.
open that vein.
Thank you.
This combat has gone very well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have had. Sometimes it's a luck thing, right? You'll have a bunch of enemies, and then a bunch more enemies will come in that you did not see coming, and
Yeah.
it'll be a lot. But this has gone pretty well. All right, Eileen, I'll get her to.
Uh-oh.
Oh wow, this again apparently.
My aim is
Whoop. We were just
Well-
talking about it going well.
We jinxed it, right? If
Yeah.
that's what happened. All right. Well, I will try hitting one of these spiders.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
just like time.
Excellent.
It's the monster's turn.
Alright, so we got some coming in from the other room. But
Oh,
no big deal.
should I do?
Yeah, so Zedokar took 2 damage. Not a huge deal. I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to zap that Madden again, because keeping it stunned is really important, because it does 6 damage.
Yeah. 6
and has
is a lot.
that build-up attack.
Deloniac Stud!
Okay, I think I'm just going to punch the spider.
Yeah. Nice. You've been
Foul
punching a lot.
abomination.
I'm so used to the wizard like not being a punchy character, but sometimes it's like, well, I'm moving here anyway.
Yeah.
So I might as well also use my basic attack.
Yeah, it's a good way to move up.
Yeah.
Okay, I think with Sigrun, I might just open the treasure chest.
Sure.
So I think I'm gonna grab the gold and because Sigrun's still at full armor, so I'm gonna spend.
Yeah, you weren't attacked.
Yeah, spend 1 action point grabbing the gold and 1 action point opening the treasure chest, and then I'll be in the doorway for these other enemies to focus on.
Sweet.
So gold. Treasure chest.
Woo! Ooh.
Ooh, wow. We got some interesting cards here.
Indeed.
Okay. So I drew Rejuvenation, which heals the entire party on Sigrun.
Pretty
And-
powerful and uncommon card.
Yes, yeah, it is rare. And oh no, actually, Zedokar drew Rejuvenation. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Sigrun drew Bone. Which Bone has an interesting effect that we'll show you later.
Sounds good. I have a bottle of lye that I drew
Ooh.
on Eileen,
That's
which also has an interesting use.
yeah,
Which we may show you later, but its regular use is just kind of like a 1 to 3 attack hit chemical, essentially, that you throw at somebody.
yeah. It's a damage potion that you throw, basically.
Yeah, the other one I got is Reveal Path, which reveals the key holder and dungeon exit, because you need a key to get out of to open the door, to get out of here.
Yeah, we might want to use that.
Maybe. Do you want me to go ahead and do it? It is an action point.
If you want. If you'd rather finish off the Madden.
I think I'll focus on that.
Okay.
I admit I don't usually do Reveal Path, because the way I play these games is be quite thorough.
Yeah.
And explore kind of everywhere, so
Yeah.
we will find the holder.
We rarely have
But-
trouble finding the enemies. Usually they find us, so...
No, but if you're like speed running, or you're
Sure.
trying to get through a dungeon quickly because, I don't know, maybe you've been messed up a little bit, then this is a pretty helpful card.
Yeah.
What I might do actually is discard it. But
up to you.
Yeah, I'll discard it. So when you may have noticed that when you pick up a card, the little, I guess, number in the bottom right corner says drop here to discard.
Demonstrate, yeah. So,
Yeah.
It says drop your discard.
When I discard my card, boop,
Yeah.
I get some of that number.
Yeah.
And what that number does, you'll notice it's also been going up as we've been fighting. Once it surpasses 100, it'll do a thing.
Yep.
But for now, punch! Or I guess slash in this case.
Yeah. Well, stab.
It's a slash motion, I think. But
It is a slash motion, yeah.
they are kind of stabby, so
Yeah.
I'll give that to you. I might just kill it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Haha!
Backstab is powerful.
Let death embrace
Backstab's pretty great. Alright, Eileen can't see anything, and she's kind of far away now, so I'm gonna start moving her closer.
Good. Now it's the enemy.
Oh, rude.
Oh,
I have readied
so
my spells.
we got this ranger here opened this door and came through.
Yeah, I'm not super
Yeah,
thrilled about
so-
what else might be through
Yeah,
that door.
that means most likely there are more enemies back there.
Oh boy.
Okay, so we are over time, so let's go ahead and end this episode.
Alright.
But we will do a full playthrough of this game. We're gonna play through one full adventure book.
Yes.
So all 3 levels.
Yep.
So it should be a relatively short Let's Play, probably around 10 episodes. But yeah, tune in next time.
Strong start.